What's going on, good people? Happy Sunday evening. I'm in here getting my meal prep going. So on today's episode of Sugarcane Chronicles, I want to discuss meme posting. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment down below. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I am at Sugar Factory. Name is Sheree Bell on Facebook. You can follow me there too. Trying to get back on track with my postings. Meal prepping right now. I'm getting my oatmeal together. I'm making peach cobbler oatmeal with pecans. Yummy. Um, Fresh cut peaches, of course. And, your organic steel oatmeal. So I'm trying to get my life together, get back on track with this. I love, love, love meal prepping. It saves time, money, and definitely helps you with your lifestyle goals. I don't like to say weight loss. I like to say lifestyle because you have to change everything around. Yeah. All right. So anyway, you tell me what you think about what I'm getting ready to discuss. I'm open to opinions. I'm open to positive feedback, criticism, whatever. Okay. So the other day I posted this meme, right? And the meme had it was just saying something about how men are basically taking on the roles of females. They don't call, they don't text, they don't this, they don't that. They're more acting more feminine than a feminine female. I got a lot of different reviews coming back, and I'm just like, I really don't understand. Some was like, wow, some were like this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. But for some of the ladies that are out here doing, excuse me, I'm gonna disappear. I'm looking for a bow. Some of the ladies that are out here dating, and wanting some serious things to go on. You're bumping into men that when you first meet, it's all good. You talk on the phone a lot. You hang out, and that person wants to get to know you, get to know things about you. And then soon as either you all become intimate or, you know, something about your last meeting, we don't know. We don't know why men potentially disappear the way they do, but they do it. So in the meme, it's just saying something that somebody feel, not necessarily something that somebody else is dealing with, but something that they maybe, somebody experienced, or it's a conversation that's taking place, whatever. So I then posed the question like, why is it that when you post something on any of your social media outlets, that people automatically think it's about you, and you're venting and you're upset and you're somebody that made you mad, or you putting your business out? If you follow a person's pattern and you don't see that that person puts their business out there on a regular basis, why then when it's something specifically directed towards a man or a woman, not necessarily any person, everybody all up in arms because they think that you're talking about someone, or your posts are subliminal? Now, I'm not saying that you don't have petty, people out here that will do certain things or whatever, post and talk subliminally through some of the posts, but not everybody is like that. You will know who they are if you just follow the pattern of what they do. If I sit and I watch you all the time, sometimes I can tell when somebody is up. Okay. Delicious. And sometimes I can tell when some people are down. And what I mean by that is everything is, about slamming whatever that person is while you're mad at them. Don't do that. Don't do that, sis. Don't do that, bro. Keep your business to yourself. However, the post is something that cause people to memes, sometimes cause people to have conversations amongst each other, which you should actually be talking. Back in the day, I so miss the days where we would sit on the porch and or on the block, and we would talk for hours about school and clothes and friendships and whatever the case may be. Excuse me, I'm falling apart. Um, we don't go through that. We are social media zombies now. You find a person that'll be sitting and talking, conversing with a person over the internet more than you would find a person that's actually sitting in front of you and talking. So like I try my very, 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 very best to put my phone down when I'm in the company of people. And it aggravates me to no end. They just on there and they just scrolling. So why can't you be present here? So, but if I put a meme up, oh my God, who you mad at? Bro, I ain't mad at nobody. I'm just making an observation. The fact that you may have poor people skills or you may have poor communication skills. I don't know. Could be wrong. But let's just put it on the table. Why do we think that a meme is always about another person? It really isn't all the time. Sometimes you will find out, that people are going through whatever man down situation. That people are, they saying little things or mean little things or whatever. Sometimes people will use memes to talk to a person or about a person for you. But let's be clear. I don't vlog for no reason. I don't just talk for no reason. I actually have a very extensive vocabulary, and I love to use it. And I feel like lately, I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like lately that my brain is turning to mush because we're not having adult conversations about just anything. Like talking social injustices and like being cognizant of all the things that are happening around you. We don't talk about it at all. But we talk about things that really just don't matter. Yeah, I said it. I said what I said, as it turns out. Okay. I totally would love to go back to the time where pay phones was the way that y'all had to get to each other. I hate this phone being tethered to me. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, if I wasn't home, you left a message on my R&B track. You know what I'm saying? Voicemail. And it would be that. I get to you when I get to you. Now, the phone is like connected to your waist. You can't get away from it. It sucks. It sucks bad. And then if you were not already a communicator back in the day, be it that you're an introvert or you just you were in a quiet home. Your parents didn't really discuss a lot of things. You didn't sit down at the table and kick it about stuff. We didn't kick it about a lot of stuff, but me and my mom would sit down often and kick it hard, like about some things, and at the time, I didn't value it. But now that I see that it's disappearing, it's actually conversation is becoming extinct. Why though? Why is it becoming extinct? Why can't we now have conversation about dating or this thing called ghosting or breadcrumbing or all these cute little phrases for dudes just coming in and out, not making no decisions? Ladies, I like to hear some feedback. What you think? Gentlemen, I like to hear some feedback. What you think? Don't leave me no, yeah, no, it's cool. I don't know what you're talking about. I love to be engaged. Is that the word I'm looking for? I think it is. I like to be engaged with conversation, even if I don't agree. I'm not confrontational. I don't have to be. I don't, everybody is entitled to their opinion. I'm not argumentative. I will, if something sounds different to me, I will speak up and say, hey, that don't sound right. Make me understand that, because that doesn't, here are my questions to see how you formulated that opinion, how you assimilated that information. I want to know now, Most people can't cope with that. They don't know how to cope with someone questioning something about something they may have said. So I'm not really big on like the challenges, challenge this, challenge that. I'm really not big in that, but I would love to have a conversation challenge. Like 20 minutes of both of you going and being fully engaged, No phones, no distractions. Let's sit down, let's pick a topic, and let's go at it, whether we agree or disagree. So I need to know the next thing. Why are we not talking to each other? What's up with that? We go on dates, man. I done been on some boring dates where I'm carrying the conversation. I do realize I like to talk. I love to talk because talking is how you get to know a person. That's how you get to know like their movements. I was just told that I'm a little bit on the hyper end. I don't know what that means or entail. I have lots of energy. I've always been that type of girl to have lots of energy. Energy, though, is the thing that tells people who you are. Okay, so if you shady and you got some shady energy, people pick up on that. They don't want to be bothered. They don't want anything to do with you when you got shady energy. Um, I have like a great pastor. Okay, Bishop George Davis, you are the bomb. I appreciate you so much, sir. He is now over the pulpit blessing my ears with these things. Like, we have got to come out of this this destructive media frenzy. Is destroying everything about our homes. It's destroying everything about relationships. How come we can't disconnect from all the social media? Every time we go out, we got to film it. Okay, I am guilty. Okay. I like to use social media as a platform to show people how to do something. Because if you're not shown, how will you learn? Somebody say, I don't know what a good relationship looks like. That's legit. Like, it's legit. I don't know what a relationship looks like. Okay. So now, if that's the vein that I feel like God is placing me in, I will show you photos of the gentleman that I'm entertaining, or things that we're doing, so you'll know what it looked like. Not for you to sit and envy, but because we're not taught coping skills or how to just stay in our own lanes. We're not even taught that. Because of those things, we begin to envy if we don't have what another person has, or we begin to be the woe is me's. Oh man, I'm single. I can't this. I can't that. I'm guilty. We've all been guilty of it, right? But how do we begin resetting that thing? How do we reset it? I personally believe that we go about turning the freaking social medias off. I could call a person right now. They won't answer their phone, but I bet you if I look and I'm like, oh yeah, I was trying to get in touch with you. Yeah, nah, I was busy. Busy what? Posting, bro? Sis? Come on now. Whatever that looks like. I'm not here to try to poke fun, and I'm not going to I'm not going to have a long, super drawn out forum about how I feel about, the relationship in relation to us having communications and our memes and our posts. But I do want to say it's amazing that I get more conversation when I post something that is not public opinion. I really don't care to be popular. I don't. I'm loved. People take me on because I really probably just say what a lot of people are thinking. I just say it. It just hits the air, whatever. I'm even learning how to curve that just to keep, not necessarily the peace, but to keep the peace. I'm going to always be me. I'm always tell you the truth, how I see it, But we got to do something about this. Y'all talk to me through the memes. Let me get to post. I remember this one time, man. I said, I'm cleaning off my phone. First of all, reading is definitely fundamental. Clean off my phone. When I'm scrolling, I have a lot of great, Instagrammers or Facebookers that be posting some real deep stuff that everybody is scared to discuss, right? So I post a bunch of stuff. And I'm getting all sorts of inboxes. Sis, you mad? What's going on? Who we got to check? What's going on? How you feeling? I'm cleaning my phone. I think I posted that under at least 2 or 3. I'm just cleaning my phone. But people are starting to now program themselves to think that conversation or people checking or people doing certain things, they do it through the social media joint. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to just drop this meme and whoever looking, I'm talking to them. Let me tell you something. 9 times out of 10 times out of 12 times, I am not directing that joint at nobody. You heard it from me. I don't have to indirectly speak to people. I'm very well educated to have a very decent conversation to let you know what's going on, how I feel. I don't have to subliminally say anything, right? At all. I love communication. Social media is the devil. Don't you know that Satan is the prince of the air? That's his motive. All of a sudden, you see a bunch of, excuse what I'm about to say, but it's the truth. Back in the day, we didn't have a whole bunch of sexuality on the TV. It was real passe to see it. You be like, ooh, I'm telling. You wouldn't even see so much as them kissing. Now, oh my God. I was with me and my bestie Cakes and baby girl. We went just to have a movie and a dinner on date night. And we walked into Sidecar in Birmingham, which they got the best sliders, the hands down, and their Brussels sprouts. Yummy. We look up and we sitting at the bar, or not the bar, but the table, the way that the table was set. We sitting at this little booth or whatever. Looked at the TV and a full-on man-on-man session. What did you just, I say, Mr. Bartender, sir, you got to, then another couple came in and they like, sir, you got to turn this on TNT at like 7, 8 o'clock. I think it was 7, 8 o'clock, I think. Yeah. What? Y'all don't see what's happening? If we're not talking to each other, we're assuming. And when you assume, it makes that out of you and me, right? It's not the truth. Best way to kind of get things in line and get the perspective of what a person's talking about is just simply have a conversation. I really wish that since they, everybody, the law controls everything. You can't even sneeze without something going on. I really appreciate them taking smoking out of restaurants because I can't deal with cigarette smoke at all. Okay, whatever. I'm like, people still smoking in 2018? Why? You ain't got nothing else to do? Okay. Sidebar, sorry, come back. But they need to make a rule like this bar right here is about conversation. Let's talk. Let's see y'all table talking. Or I think when I go hanging out moving forward, I'm going to be like, whoever picks their phone up, y'all pay the bill. Let's see how far that go. It's just to keep us engaged and being on a real date. I hate going out, and I date like my friends. Like we go out. I had a date today. My girl, when we just sat and we kicked it about some things. I just need your full attention. Okay? Even if you ADHD, you got some different little things going on, you take pills, whatever. I need your at least 10, 15 minutes to hear me out. That could be the matter of I might be depressed and ready to kill myself. Are you telling me that the phone takes precedence over me telling you how I feel and us trying to figure out if I really need some help or I just need somebody, some sort of critiquing, or I need some help, I need to tap on the shoulder, right? Okay. I think that we need to grow up a different way. It seems like when I love documentaries. Love them. Go on, watch man. And every documentary that I've watched so far that has anything to do with anything about families and, different little things, our community is like in trouble. We had a whole bunch of don't ask, don't tell going on in our community. Children suffering from abuse, but you don't tell what's going on in the home. Cousin Tanya had a baby by Uncle Leroy, and Uncle Leroy, whatever the case may be, children are being told to be quiet. So when they're told to be quiet, what happens? They end up growing into this habit of not talking. So even in my rearing of my own children, I have been guilty of, hey, be quiet. Go sit down somewhere and be quiet. it backfires. So now when I'm asking different questions like, hey, come talk to me, they like, yeah, no, you trained me to be quiet. So that's what I'm going to do. If I got problems, I got emotional things, you train me to come and sit and be quiet, or you don't have time because your life's so busy, you so up, you so down. We messing up our community big time. And I'm not saying let your kids be flipping at the mouth. No, I'm a Southern girl, and it's, you know, as a Southerner, you can't come in there talking reckless or talking back or whatever the case may be. We're in a different time. I talk to my mother about this all the time. We're in a different time now, Mom. Back in the day, that worked. Now these kids ain't scared of nothing because of how government stipulates how you punish your children now. You know, my thing is, if I can't spank my children, they don't got to have spankings for everything. But spanking is love. That's like, this is a hard line if you don't get this thing together. Now, I'm going to talk to you. This is going to be my last result, but you going to get your butt whooped. My mama whooped me good. I'm fine. I learned, though, when I got that one whooping, but that if you ask her, I never got a whooping for the same thing. I always got it. If I ever had to get my behind whooped or spanked, if I ever had to get a spanking, okay, it wasn't for the same thing. Ever. Okay, because that means I learned. I don't want to touch that stove. That stove is hot. It's going to burn me. So no. Then you got the parents that don't want to parent. They want to be friends. You can't do that either. Okay? Where y'all just talking about everything but the important things. Okay? Communication is so deep. It's so deep. I have seen straight up meme wars on social media between families that I had you sitting there like, dang, what's going on with that? Like, why they beefing? What's going on? It ain't right. It ain't cool. But y'all can't pick the phone up and just have a conversation. I have had some very hard conversations with people that I love. And it ain't been, oh, Sheree, you good? You doing good? Blah, blah. If it's something going on, I've been checked behind it. And I didn't like it. I didn't have to like it. Okay? But in the interim, when it was all said and done and all shook out and all those different little things, guess what, people? They were right. But the conversation had to come down. And it wasn't through a meme. You know, even like I say, some ladies, young ladies, or, you know, I don't see men doing it, but it ain't saying that they don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But when they be beefed out, first thing they do is they take to the social media. Yeah, my haters, you know, you can't trust, you can't this, that, and the other. Stop that. Just, that's mannish. Stop it. Okay? Because y'all was cool before whatever fallout happened. So stop it. Communicate. Quit using memes and posts. Okay? Call. You're grown now, especially your 30 and your 40-year-olds plus. Y'all have a conversation, even if the conversation is, hey, you know what? It was a good run. I don't got nothing bad to say about you. You ain't got nothing bad to say about me. We just gonna cut our ties and go separate ways. Sometimes you just got to do it that way. Everybody can't know. But this is the thing. If you don't understand that and nobody is telling you that that is a possible way to communicate, guess what you can't do or you won't do? You won't communicate like that. So I'm going to wrap this thing up. I just wanted to, I don't know what that's going. Have to fight nobody messing with my vanilla. I hope Nyla ain't messing with my vanilla. That vanilla is $1 million now. You know, every meme post that goes up ain't about somebody, okay? So people relax. Stop all that. Stop trying to read in between because that's what you do. You know, I've even been guilty. Like, is somebody coming for me? No, Sheree, nobody's coming for you, darling. And if they were, if you have to use a meme to do it, no, you can't even get no attention. I can't even give you no attention behind that, bro. Can't do it, right? I know that some of my posts are not necessarily, sometimes it could be, you know, something that people don't want to hear. But you got to hear something so that you could change your behavior. And if you don't want to change your behavior, I feel sad for you. You're not living. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing the same thing, if you were a fighter your whole life and that's what you still, that's how you resolve your issues is fighting, you lose. At the end of the day, I'm just saying. So I am going to bid you all an adieu. Share this video. If you like something, drop a comment. I will respond to your comments or whatever. And let's do life together, people. That's it. You know, everything is, we got enough going against us. So let us not be against us too, you know. And how will we learn if nobody teaches us? And how will they be taught if there is no